All right. So let me jump into Discord. Let me jump into Discord real quick. If you're not in the Discord server, you want to email secretary@welcometothefoundation.com because I'm about to put some information in here with regards to what's going on. I mean, for real. Because ultimately, my concern is some sort of conflict. You understand what I'm saying? So what I want you to do, I'm going to type it into I'm on the Discord. I'm typing it in here. And you can just click on this and go, right? But if you're not in the Discord, get in the Discord, man. Sister, get in the Discord. Email. Because there's a lot of stuff that I don't say on the air because I'm smart and I'm not stupid. But there's other stuff that I can say in private consultations, in private, conversations, in different other private avenues and stuff like that I don't say on the air because I'm not stupid. I'm not trying to get caught up, you know what I mean? But there's other things I can say. So if you're just listening, I typed the link, in the Discord server. I want you to go to go to Kitco, Kitco, if you're not on the Discord. And I want you to go, I'm going to type it in here, all metals quotes. And I know when you go to the website, you're going to go to kitco.com, right? And you're going to see a menu bar. It's going to say Kitco, it's going to say home, buy, gold and silver, and it says all metals quotes. And if you hover over that, a menu drops down. Don't do that. Just click on all metals quotes. And it's going to bring you to the New York spot price. You're going to see the New York spot price. And it's going to say gold, silver, platinum, palladium, rhodium. All right? All right. Now, I want you to look at rhodium. I want you to click on rhodium. All right? I want you to click on, because now you're going to see charts, right? And it says click to enlarge. I want you to click on the 5-year chart. And I want you to see that rhodium stays relatively level. Obviously, this chart is on an incline. It spiked in, what we got here? $2019-ish. Went over 10,000, then it corrected. You can see that, and it corrected under 5,000, and then it just took off. Now, I'm going to tell y'all what rhodium is, all right? Rhodium is a precious metal. It's very, very scarce. It's very scarce. And what it is it's a geopolitical indicator. What do you mean? It kind of speaks to geopolitics. Rhodium is used in the manufacturing of infrastructure, right? So think of steel production. It is used to coat or treat the inside of furnaces so that the furnace can handle the necessary heat required to produce quality steel for infrastructure. All right? You'll never hear this in the public. I'm going to tell you. And when countries start hoarding rhodium and not letting it go, sovereign nations, the price increases exponentially. And when you see the price increasing exponentially, what that means is the higher the price of rhodium, the higher the probability that these sovereign nations believe that there's a possibility that they may need to rebuild their infrastructure. And why would a nation need to rebuild its infrastructure? Now, sanctions, Russia, you got Iran, you got Syria, you got North Korea. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't like what I'm seeing. I really don't. And I try not to do clickbait people be like it's clickbait, but I'll be like, I'm dead serious. You're about to be a slave, man. If you don't really get your mind right. But I just think it's something to pay attention to. I just think we just look. Okay, let's get into the show. That's it for current events. I just want to teach y'all that real quick. So when it comes to the plan to enslave you for life, I'm gonna go real slow. All right, and not because y'all are slow. No, because I want y'all to pick this up. So where am I gonna? I'm gonna start with. Let's start with the hyperinflation of 1923. Okay. This is. I'm just going to read this. Not counting Nazism, the 1923 hyperinflation is arguably the most significant failure of the Weimar Republic. For several months in 1923, Germans battled price inflation so rapid that it created ridiculous situations along with considerable misery and suffering. Background. In early 1923, German workers embarked on a prolonged general strike as a protest against the occupation of the Ruhr by French troops. So they went on strike, a prolonged strike, because they were occupied by French troops. Despite its parlous economic condition, the Weimar government decided to support the strike by continuing to pay striking workers, which I would say is homologous to what's going on right now. People are not working. Some people are working from home. Those who aren't working are getting paid through stimulus. Trillions and trillions of dollars in stimulus, right? It did so by increasing print runs of banknotes. Sound familiar? A policy the government had been using intermittently since 1921. Government economists understood the dangers of flooding the economy with paper money, so the policy was intended to be temporary. But as the occupation continued into the summer and autumn of 1923, no alternative way could be found to address the crisis. Paper money was continually pumped into the German economy, leading to devaluation and hyperinflation. By mid-1920, the nation's central banks, now look, this stuff started in 1923 was the hyperinflation. But they had been using this stimulus since 1921. Cool? Stimulus, 1921, and then it got bad. What year is this? Huh? Where was I at? By mid-1923, the nation's central banks were using more than 30 paper factories, almost 1,800 printing presses, and 133 companies to print bank notes. Ironically, the production of paper money became one of Germany's few profitable industries. At the height of the crisis, German states, governments, major cities, large companies, even some pubs were all issuing their own paper money. As more banknotes went into circulation, the buying power of each note decreased, prompting sellers to raise prices. In 1918, a loaf of bread cost 1/4 of a mark. In 1922, this had increased to 3 marks. In 1923, the market price for bread spiraled, reaching 700 marks in January, 1,200 marks in May, and 100,000 marks in July, 2 million marks in September, 670 million marks in October, and then 80 billion marks in November. So in 11 months, the price of bread went from a quarter of a mark, so like a quarter, to 80 billion marks in November. 11 months. This is how hyperinflation happens. 1 dozen eggs cost a half mark in 1918, 3 marks in 1921. In 1923, the market price increased to 500 marks for a dozen eggs, then 30 million marks in September, and 4 billion marks in October. We look, y'all know I'm talking about bread and eggs, all right? The Weimar government was not strong enough to fix wages or prices, so its only response was to issue more paper money. This cycle of inflation and currency releases spiraled through 1923. The denomination of banknotes increased. The largest note with a face value of 100 trillion marks. The face value of a postage stamp also skyrocketed. By 1923, the largest price stamp cost 5 billion marks. But even this was not enough to post an ordinary letter. On one day alone, in October 25th, 1923, the Weimar government released banknotes with a face value of 120 million trillion marks. While announcing plans to triple its daily output, by November, the Treasury reported that there were 403 billion trillion marks in circulation across Germany. And here's the impacts. The rapid devaluation of paper money caused ludicrous scenes. The value of paper money disappeared so quickly that some companies paid employees in the morning so they could rush off and spend their wages at lunchtime. Wives waited at their husbands' factories on payday so they could hurry to the stores. One man reported ordering a coffee but found its price had doubled by the time it arrived at his table. By September 23rd, as the hyperinflation crisis neared its worst, Germans needed enormous amounts of paper money for basic commodities. It was not uncommon to see shoppers hauling buckets, bags, even wheelbarrows full of banknotes. One Munich woman dragged a suitcase of banknotes to her local grocery store. When she left it outside briefly, someone stole the suitcase but emptied the money onto the street. Children played with worthless banknotes as toys. Their mothers used them to light stoves and boilers, line cake tins, even as wallpaper. Many Germans abandoned money altogether and began bartering as a means of obtaining what they needed. The hyperinflation crisis also made foreign exchange almost impossible. One U.S. dollar had purchased about 4 marks before the war. By the end of 1920, this had increased to 70 marks and later 180 marks. At the worst of hyperinflation in late 1923, the exchange rate for 1 U.S. dollar had skyrocketed to 48,000 marks in January, then 192,000 marks in June, and 170 billion marks by October, and then 4 trillion by November. Went from 170 billion to 4 trillion in a month. As a consequence, German corporations found it impossible to do business or trade abroad. Unable to acquire gold or foreign currency, the Weimar government had no capacity for meeting reparations installments. Some claim the government had deliberately sabotaged the German economy as a protest to the Allied reparations, though there was no direct evidence. There were winners and losers. The worst affected were the middle class, who relied on investments, savings, or incomes from pensions or rents. In 1921, a family with 100,000 marks in savings would have been considered wealthy, but within 2 years, this would not be enough for a cup of coffee. Public servants also suffered because increases in their wages failed to keep pace with private sector. Among those who fared better were farmers, business owners, or producers who manufactured and sold important commodities. Why you think I tell y'all to start a business, man? Y'all to start a family business. While the value of money fluctuated, the real value of these goods did not. Those who sold them could do so on their own terms. Germans with large debts also benefited from hyperinflation since they could easily be repaid. Some clever businessmen borrowed early in the inflation cycle to buy property, then repaid the loan weeks or months later for next to nothing. Outcomes. The 1923 hyperinflation forced the Weimar government to confront its own extinction. There was open talk that the government might be removed by popular revolution or military push. An attempted coup in Munich, launched by Adolf Hitler and the National Socialists in early November 1923, seemed a sign of what might come. The crisis forced the collapse of 2 cabinets as ministers bickered, and the best way ministers bickered over the best way to end the crisis. It was a newly appointed finance minister, Hans Luther, who produced the eventual solution. In October, Luther ordered the formation of a new reserve bank and a new currency, Federal Reserve Fed coin. The value of the new mark was indexed to the value of gold. Though it could not be redeemed in gold because the government had no gold reserves, one mark was initially valued at 1 billion old marks, while the foreign exchange was pegged at 4.2 marks to $1 US. Eager to bid farewell to hyperinflation, the public embraced and ran towards the new currency. This allowed prices and wages to gradually normalize. 5 key points. The hyperinflation crisis of 1922-1923 was caused in large part by the Weimar government printing banknotes to pay striking workers. By mid-1923, the printing of banknotes which were not backed by gold was causing a rapid increase in both prices and wages. Number 3, this hyperinflation led to farcical scenes such as extraordinary prices in Germans pushing wheelbarrows of cash to buy simple items. Number 4, hyperinflation also eroded the cash savings of the middle class and caused foreign exchange rates to skyrocket, disrupting commercial activity. Why do I tell y'all, do not save in fiat currency, save in gold and silver? Number 5, the hyperinflation crisis was eventually ended with the formation of a new reserve bank and the issue of a new national currency called the Rentenmark. This is the hyperinflation of 1923 in the Weimar Republic. Why am I talking about this? Because these fools are about to do $1.9 trillion in stimulus. What is that? Printing cash. That's what they're about to do. They printed cash. It's the same thing that has happened all over, from Zimbabwe to Germany. Fiat currency died. They know this. So what's going on? A new Bretton Woods moment. Kristalina Georgieva, right? Reflected on a dramatic change the world over. Last year, I paid a visit to the Bretton Woods in New Hampshire, where 44 men signed our Articles of Agreement in 1944. Our founders faced 2 massive tasks: to deal with the immediate devastation caused by the war and to lay the foundation for a more peaceful and prosperous post-war world. At the conclusion of the conference, John Maynard Keynes captured the significance of the international cooperation as the hope for the world. Quote, "If we can continue, the brotherhood of man will have become more than a phrase," end quote, he said. As we look forward to welcoming Andorra as our 190th member, the work of the IMF is a testament to the values of cooperation and solidarity on which the sisterhood and brotherhood of humanity is built. Today, we face a new Bretton Woods moment. Any panorama that has already cost more than 1 million lives, an economic calamity that will make the world economy 4.4% smaller this year and strip an estimated 11 trillion of output by next year, and untold human depression, desperation in the face of huge disruption and rising poverty for the first time in decades. Rising poverty for the first time in decades. Once again, we face 2 massive tasks: fight the crisis today and build a better tomorrow. We know what action must be taken right now. A durable economic recovery, is only possible if we beat the panorama. Health measures must remain a priority. Blah, 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 blah. I also urge you to continue support for workers and businesses until a durable exit from the crisis can be effectuated. We have seen global fiscal actions of $12 trillion. Major central banks have expanded balance sheets by $7 trillion. These synchronized measures have prevented the destructive macro-financial feedback we saw in previous crises. But almost all countries are still hurting, especially emerging market and developing economies. And while the global banking system entered the crisis with high capital and liquidity buffers, there is a weak tail of banks in many emerging markets. We must take measures to prevent the buildup of financial risk over the medium term. We face what I have called a long ascent for the global economy, a climb that will be difficult, uneven, uncertain, and prone to setbacks. We must seize this new Bretton Woods moment. Now, Bretton Woods was when, after the war, After World War II, all the Allied powers got together and they agreed to have all nations' currencies be backed by the U.S. dollar, and the U.S. dollar will be backed by gold. What was the dude? No, was his name Wilson? Man, I can't remember this dude's name. The president, one of the presidents after Kennedy, he closed the gold window. He took the country off the gold standard, which meant at that time only sovereign nations were able to bring their dollars to the Fed window and get gold and silver. Well, that ended. It's over. And since then, the entire world has been on an entirely fiat currency model. So in this new Bretton Woods, they see three imperatives. First, the right economic policies. One size does not fit all. Policies must be tailored to individual countries' needs. Okay, here we go. Strong medium-term frameworks, blah, blah, blah. Careful. Watch on risk presented in elevated public debt. Okay? Elevated risks presented from elevated public debt. We expect 2021 debt levels to go up significantly to around 125% of GDP in advanced economies, 65% GDP in emerging markets, and 50% GDP of low-income countries. All right? The IMF's role. At the fund, we are working tirelessly to support a durable recovery and resilient future. Do y'all see what's coming? Then now you got the Davos, the World Economic Forum. They're pushing for a better kind of capitalism. Here's a good one. Here is how life could change in my city by the year 2030. Welcome to 2030. Welcome to my city, or should I say our city. I don't own anything. I don't own a car. I don't own a house. I don't own any appliances or any clothes. It might seem odd to you, but it makes perfect sense for us in this city. Everything you considered a product has now become a service. We have access to transportation, accommodation, food, and all the things we need in our daily lives. One by one, all these things became free, so it ended up not making sense for us to own much. Okay, sure. First, communication became digitized and free to everyone. Then, when clean energy became free, things started to move quickly. Transportation dropped dramatically in price. It made no sense for us to own cars anymore because we could call a driverless vehicle or a flying car for longer journeys within minutes. We started transporting ourselves in a much more organized and coordinated way when public transport became easier, quicker, and more convenient than a car. Now I can hardly believe that we accepted congestion and traffic jams, not to mention the air pollution from combustion engines. What were we thinking? Sometimes I use my bike when I go to see some of my friends, and I enjoy the exercise and the ride. It kind of gets the soul to come along for the journey. This is propaganda, y'all. I'm just reading it, though. Funny how some things seem never to lose their excitement. Walking, biking, cooking, drawing, and growing plants. You can all do that even though you don't own anything. It makes perfect sense and reminds us of how our culture emerged out of a close relationship with nature. In our city, we don't pay any rent because someone else is using our free space whenever we do not need it. What? So when you're not at home, someone else is in your house, but it's not your house because you don't own it? My living room is used for my business meetings when I'm not there. What? Once in a while, I will choose to cook for myself. It is easy. The necessary kitchen equipment is delivered at my door within minutes. Since transport became free, we stopped having all those things stuffed in our home. Why keep a pasta maker and a crepe cooker crammed in our cupboards? We can just order them when we need them. Yo, we got about 60 seconds left in the broadcast. I'm going to stream. I got more to say. So you probably want to call in if you want to stay on. Calling numbers 563-999-3625. I'm not even close to being done. This stuff got me hyped. All right? And this is, when you are reading anything, you got to understand there's two main kinds of writing. There's informative writing and persuasive writing. Do you know what type of writing we're reading right now? Persuasive. This bothers me, y'all. Once in a while, I will choose to cook for myself. It is easy. The necessary kitchen equipment is delivered at my door within minutes. Since transport became free, we stopped having all those things stuffed into our home. Why keep a pasta maker or a crepe cooker crammed into our cupboards? We can just order them when we need them. And you can deliver viruses all over my cooker. Did y'all fools clean it properly? What did you clean it with? Was it chemicals or green chemicals? What's going on here? I hope y'all are hearing what I am reading. Man, this also made the breakthrough of the circular economy easier. Have you heard this? Circular economy? You're going to hear more of this. Yes, you are. Trust me. When products are turned into services, no one has an interest in things with a short lifespan. Look, these companies they don't want you to own nothing. They want you to buy the new one. Apple wants you to buy the new iPhone. They don't want you to keep the old iPhone. They turn it off. They don't make the battery last long. They don't want you to keep the old devices. They want you to keep buying. But you're not going to own anything, so you're just going to rent it. It's like the internet. Y'all got Xfinity? Y'all got Comcast? Check this out. If you have internet with Comcast, you got two things going on. They gave you a modem and router. It's like a black box, whatever. It says Comcast on it. You know what I'm saying? You're leasing that. Those modem router combinations, and this just real quick. A modem takes the signal from the cable. You know, the coaxial cable, the black thing you screw it on the end, you screw that in the back of the modem. That converts the signal into usable internet. And then a router puts that signal, the wired signal, into the air. And most people are like, yo, I ain't got no Wi-Fi. Fam, Wi-Fi is a technology that distributes internet connection into the air. It's a wireless technology. Internet connection through a wireless connection or a hardwire connection. I'm sorry, I'm digressing. But that box that you get from Comcast or Xfinity or whatever, they are charging you to lease it every month. Fun fact, every 10 months, you bought one of those things. I'm going to say it again. Every 10 months, you bought it. I challenge you to look at your cable bill, your internet bill, and look into the bill and find where you are leasing the modem. How much are they charging you for? Is it 15, 10 bucks? Let me tell you something. From experience, you can buy one of those on your own for 100 bucks. Every 10 months, less than a year, every 10 months, you pay for that equipment. When you lease stuff and you rent stuff and they're trying to make it sound all great and lovely and so luxurious, no, you end up paying for it over and over and over and over. The payments don't stop. They never stop. This is a persuasive article trying to get you to feel good about this circular economy where you don't own anything and you are happy. Watch your mouth. The plan is to enslave you for life. When products are turned into services, no one has an interest in things that have a short lifespan. Everything is designed for durability, repairability, and recyclability. Word? Have y'all paid any attention to what's going on with Apple in these lawsuits of the right to repair? Do you know Apple will solder chips, hard drives, and components to the motherboard of their devices so you cannot fix it on your own? You have to go buy a new one? Yo, Apple, this company, they're not your friend, fam. They're not your friend. Do your own investigation. Everything is designed for durability, repairability, and recyclability. It's not designed like that now. But when it's a circular economy and you're paying for it all the time, okay, now it makes sense to manufacture these with quality controls so they last longer. Because right now, the consumer economy that has been set up is called a throwaway economy. They don't want you fixing it. They want you to buy a new one because that way you keep the velocity of money in the economy moving. That's just the way it is. A lot of repair shops are out of there. It's all about buying a new one. Well, that is not sustainable. Number one, from an environmental standpoint, it's not sustainable economically, and they are running out of base and precious metals for these electronics. You follow what I'm saying? Please believe me. Please, or not. Or not. The materials are flowing more quickly in our economy and can be transformed to new products pretty easily. Environmental problems seem far away, since we only use clean energy and clean production methods. The air is clean, the water is clean, and nobody would dare touch the protected areas of nature because they constitute such value to our well-being. In the cities, we have plenty of green space and plants and trees all over. I still do not understand why in the past we filled all free spots in the city with concrete. The death of shopping. Shopping, I can't really remember what that is. For most of us, it has been turned into choosing things to use. Sometimes I find this fun, and sometimes I just want the algorithm to do it for me. Bro, fam, it knows my taste better than I do. When artificial intelligence and robots took over so much of our work, we suddenly had time to eat well, sleep well, and spend time with other people. Family. I'm gonna read that again. I'm gonna put the link. Y'all need the link? I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the link in the Discord. Y'all in the Discord? Oh, wow. I'll read this and it blows my mind. I'm telling you, it blows my mind. I can't believe that this is right in front of, because they just think we're so stupid. That's the thing. They think we're stupid. They think we don't know. They know we don't read. And if we do figure this out, it's going to be too late. There's nothing that we can do. So here, let me put this link. Put this link in there, man, so y'all can check this out. I suggest y'all get on the Discord because, I mean, I really wow. Okay. Blow. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. It came up. Cool. I'm reading it again. When artificial intelligence and robots took over so much of our work. Took over. We didn't hand it over. They took it. We suddenly had time to eat, sleep well, and spend time with other people. The concept of rush hour makes no sense anymore since the work that we do can be done at any time. I don't really know if I would call it work anymore. It's more like thinking time, creation time, and development time because there are no jobs. And if you don't have a business and you don't own anything, you're donezo. The middle class is out of here, fam. It's going to be the haves, the owners, and the renters. That's it. Here we go. Shopping, I can't really remember what that is. For most of us, that's just been turned into choosing things. Man, I don't like it. For a while, everything was turned into entertainment and people did not want to bother themselves with difficult issues. For a while, everything was turned into entertainment and people did not want to bother themselves with difficult issues. Sounds like a bunch of distractions to me. It was only at the last minute that we found out how to use all these new technologies for better purposes than just killing time. My biggest concern is all the people who do not live in our city. Nowhere in the city, outside those we lost on the way, those who decided that it became too much, all this technology, those who felt obsolete and useless when robots and AI took over big parts of our jobs. Oh my. They live different kinds of lives. Those who got upset with the political system and turned against it. They live different kind of lives outside of the city. Some have formed little self-supplying communities. Others just stayed in the empty, abandoned houses in small 19th century villages. Once in a while, I get annoyed about the fact that I have no real privacy, nowhere I can go and not be registered. I know that somewhere everything I do, think, and dream of is recorded. I just hope that nobody will use it against me. All in all, it's a good life, much better than the path we were on, where it became so clear that we could not continue with the same model of growth. We had all these terrible things happening: lifestyle disease, climate change, the refugee crisis, environmental degradation, completely congested cities, water pollution, air pollution, social unrest, and unemployment. We lost way too many people before we realized that we could do things differently. I suggest you read that article. I suggest you go to the World Economic Forum and, predictions for the world in 2030. Number one, all products will have become services. I don't own anything. I don't own a car. I don't own a house. I don't own any appliances or any clothes. What? Number two, there is a global price on carbon. Let me tell y'all something about this carbon. Y'all remember back in school when we was talking about the dinosaurs? When we were talking about the dinosaurs, how big the dinosaurs were? Remember that? Okay. And remember like the fauna and the flora, like the plants, how big the plants were? I want you to do some research. Why were the plants so large? Why were the animals and everything, why was everything so large back then? Carbon. Carbon, or carbon dioxide specifically, is to plants what oxygen is to us. There's a natural cycle on this earth. Carbon is recycled to oxygen and then recycled back into carbon and recycled back into oxygen. There's a duality. There's a system. There's a balance. Yes, it's out of balance. Carbon monoxide, these different other types of carbon. But y'all need to look into carbon and what we are on. This whole world is on this side. We're on this side of carbon. But there's a global price on carbon. China took the lead in 2017 with the market for trading the right to emit a ton of CO2, setting the world on a path towards a single carbon price and a powerful incentive to ditch fossil fuels, predicts Jane Burston, head of climate and environment at the UK's National Physical Laboratory, Europe. Meanwhile, found itself at the center of trade in cheap, efficient solar panels as prices for renewables fell sharply. U.S. dominance is over. Number three, we have a handful of global powers. U.S. dominance is over. We have a handful of global powers. Nation states will have staged a comeback. Instead of a single force of a handful of countries, the U.S., Russia, China, Germany, India, and Japan, chief among them show semi-imperial tendencies. However, at the same time, the role of the state is threatened by trends, including the rise of cities and the spread of online identities. Number four, farewell hospital, hello homespital. What? Technology will have further disrupted disease. The hospital, as we know it, will be on its way out with fewer accidents thanks to self-driving cars and great strides in preventive and personalized medicine. Scalpels and organ donors are out. Tiny robotic tubes and bio-printed organs are in. Number five, we are eating much less meat. Rather like our grandparents, we will treat meat as a treat rather than a staple. It won't be big agriculture or little artisan producers that win, but rather a combination of two with convenience food redesigned to be healthier and less harmful for the environment. I was checking out, I was vegging out last week, and I was checking out this show. It's called Upload. It's on Amazon Prime, and when before they die, they upload themselves to the servers and stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it was a guy who was dating a girl. He came from a poor family. She came from a rich family. Long story short, she took his niece to her house, with the family for dinner. She was eating chicken, bit into a bone, said, ouch. She said, what is that? The family, they were being mean. They made fun of her and stuff. But the girl, like her, her brother's girlfriend told her that it's a bone, and the animal that comes from has bones in it. And the little girl just looked confused. And then that lady said to her mom, because they were making fun of her, she said, not everyone can afford non-printed food. You think everyone in this earth is going to stop eating meat and beef steaks, stuff like that? No. In my opinion, it's just going to be held for the elite, the wealthy, those who can, who can afford it. And you can't get it. You're not going to get your hands on it. I'm a vegan, but you're not going to get your hands on it because you ain't going to be able to afford it. And to make you feel better about not being able to afford what you want to eat, they're just going to say, hey, it's better for the environment. And, it's healthier and less harmful for the environment while they over there banging steaks. Number 6, today's Syrian refugees, 2030's CEOs. Highly educated Syrian refugees will have come of age by 2030, making the case for economic integration of those who have been forced to flee conflict. The world needs to be better prepared for populations on the move, writes Lorna Solis, founder and CEO of NGO Blue Rose Compass, a climate change, as climate change will have displaced 1 billion people. The values that built the West will have been tested to the breaking point. Number 7. We forgot the checks and balances that bolster our democracies at our peril. Number 8. By the 2030s, we'll be ready to move humans to the red planet. What's more, once we get there, we'll probably discover evidence of alien life. Big science will help us to answer the big questions about life on Earth. This is yeah. You like what the future look like? Are you entertained? I hope you are, because this is not entertainment. This is what's coming. This is what's here. And this is what increasingly causes me concern. Because this is the plan. For you to own nothing, and you will be happy. You won't even control it. It will be controlled by a corporation. You'll have to order it. You'll have to pay. A drone will drop it off in your front door. And when you go to work, someone else is going to come in your house and use it. Because it's not your house. You don't own it. You don't have a microwave. You don't have a blender. You don't have a coffee maker. You don't own anything. You have to go on your phone and rent it. You can't buy it. You won't have a choice. Why? Because you won't be able to afford it. That's why. You got to start your own business. You got to set up your private estate. At the very least, the Fed coin wallet is coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's not going to stop. This cashless crypto, this is the future. There's nothing you can do about it. Bitcoin is over $50,000 a coin right now. 50. I see it going past $100,000 a coin and continuing. These countries are getting ready to introduce their cryptocurrencies, their stable coins, their Fed wallets. It's here. What's going to happen next? Hyperinflation, destabilization of the currency, crazy inflation of food and energy. You're seeing it. Texas right now, people dealing with that hyperinflation on their energy bills. Please believe. You're going to see it continue with food. You're going to see it continue with energy. If you have cash savings, the value of your cash is going to be reduced. It doesn't matter if you got $100,000 in the bank. Keep it up. That $100,000 is not going to be worth the same in the future. It's going to erode away. Why? Because the currency is inflating, which means it is losing value. It inflates the price, which means you have to pay more in the currency to get the same goods and services. It's going to happen pretty slow at first. It's happening pretty slow. You're not really going to notice it. And then it's going to get to a point where you're realizing, like, man, I'm not ahead anymore. I'm actually in debt now. Or maybe you don't have access to credit, so you're not in debt. Maybe you owe some people some money, and that's about it. And now you're not able to get the things that you need for yourself and your family. And when you hit that point, it is going to be too late for you to do anything about it. 100% too late. What you need to do, and the reason why I'm doing the silver giveaway, is you need to get your hands on real money. You need to get your hands on real assets. You need to move out of that currency as much as you can. Kill the savings account. Bang the IRA. Pay the penalties. It doesn't matter. You will thank yourself when hyperinflation hits, because it is coming. These fools are not going to stop printing currency. They're not. That dude Biden said this first stimulus is just a, quote, down payment. There's more coming after this. Unless you've done research and you've studied economics, you've studied currencies, and you've studied the fiscal policies on the macro scale of governments, you're not going to see this stuff coming. I trust that I'm pointing it out to you and that you're seeing what's coming down the pipe. And the reason why I've been doing high frequency is because I know what's coming. And we're getting there. I'm seeing the price of precious metals. I see rhodium. It's over $26,000 an ounce. We got gold. It's getting pushed. We got silver. It's getting pushed. They're trying to make silver and gold unattractive. Meanwhile, copper's going crazy. And please believe me, the coins and the currency, those are on the way out. They're about to pull all of those metals out of the currency because they're going to be too valuable. This move to cashless society, to digital coin wallets and Fed wallets, it's going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it. I suggest that you have a corporation, a business trust, and a family trust that already has a checking account that can just, you can add the Fed coin wallet to that business account, that LLC account, that trust account, those trust accounts, so you don't have to do anything, deal with anything on their personal, on the social, with the minimum contacts, and maybe you got to look, don't do it. Don't do it. Hold real assets, real gold, real silver. Right now is a discount. It's a discount, but still, the premiums on silver are still high, and on top of that, you're probably not going to find too much at your local spots. And if you don't know what's going on, you're like, oh, it's all good. But me, I see it, and this is not making me feel good. For me, I'm good. I'm good. I've seen this coming for years. But I hate to see my people suffer. I hate to see people who I associate with, identify with, that look like me in pain and hurt, hungry, angry, upset, distraught, depressed, broken. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. I can't. I was not cool, being the token Negro. I did my dance and music, and I made it to places where other people didn't. And I wasn't cool being treated a certain way because I am a money maker, but then my brother, my sister is being disrespected because they're serving our table. Man, I couldn't stand that stuff. I couldn't, man. It bored my blood sitting there having to deal with that. Because y'all my brothers, y'all my sisters. And I'm really concerned for what's coming around this corner. I don't know how scientific you guys are. You understand that there's sun cycles? The sun is in cycles. There's cycles. You know, if you understand the 7 pillars, the 7 hermetic principles, you understand that everything is in flux. The world is in flux. The earth is in flux. I don't know what happened in it's not Scandinavia. It's Norway. It's not Norway. What's the other one? Man, there's a European country. They volcano just erupted, bro. Volcanoes are reactivating. It was supposedly a dormant volcano. What country is that? Iceland. It was Iceland. Do the research. Just pull it up. Google it. Pull your mobile communicator out and do a search. Iceland volcano eruption. It was supposed to be a dormant volcano. Things are changing, y'all. And the sun is going through cycles. We're about to hit a cycle where it's a lower solar cycle. It's going to affect crop yields. There's going to be crop failures. That's why I'm telling y'all to start your own business. Start growing your own food, even if it's some herbs and stuff. Become self-sufficient. Come out of her so you will not be a partaker of her plagues. Because here it comes, y'all. Here it comes. And I know some of y'all got jobs, and I know some of y'all feel like, man, there's nothing I can do. Well, that's a defeatist mentality. There's always something that you can do. You need to change your thinking. How can I? Not I can't. How can I? Not I can't. How can I? How do I? That's how you activate that creator spirit. And that's what's going to be necessary for what's coming, because the public is locking down and they have a plan to enslave you for life. You will never own anything. It will be too much out of your reach. The hyperinflation always takes out the middle class. The poor stay poor, the rich get richer, but it always takes out the middle class. The poor never could afford anything. It was the middle class that is upset and dejected because now we are in a situation that we worked so hard to get out of through generations, or this generation. And now we're back with these fools who didn't work for their generations. And that's going to be a problem. It's going to be a real problem. And even in the article, there was those who were left behind, those who, started community bartering communities and stuff. That's going to be me, player. I'm not with this whole super city dance, smart city, jump in the city. I'm always tracked, no privacy, don't own anything, don't even own my home. People are in my crib when I get off work. If I get off early, I can't go in the house because I'm off early and they don't leave until a certain time. Out of my house, man. I'm not with it. Maybe I'm old school. Maybe I'm too old. No, it's not. Nah, man. I'm not converted. No, it's not going to work. I'm going to be one of them cats out there. I don't see this as a positive at all. This concerns me a lot. That's why I'm bringing this to y'all. It's not clickbait. The plan to enslave your life is here. It's not clickbait. I'm telling you the truth. My name is Sot. I'm the seeker of truth, and I'm the speaker of truth. And I don't care how you feel. I'm not out here to make friends. And I'm not out here to make people feel pleased and warm and fuzzy on the inside. I'm out here to make you work and help you to pull these chains up off of you so you can do your dance and mosey, move around, get little, go midget, because we need to get up out of here. And I'm not going to be on the other side of this cool, because I knew it was coming, and be feeling all types of ways about myself because I didn't do anything to help nobody come with me, to help anyone else figure it out and how to get past this stuff like I did. I'm not going to be feeling like that. I am going to be knowing in my mind, even if I do feel a certain way in my heart, like, man, these people are hurting, I should help them. I could have helped them. I should have did more. Man, I'm a piece of crap because I didn't do more. My conscious mind is going to tell my subconscious mind, you did everything that you could. You did a podcast almost every single week for over 5 years or 6 years or 7 years or whatever. You conducted trustee training. You taught so many people how to establish their own estate, set up their own businesses, build their own business credit, and get off of the public. You inspired people. You did what you could, so relax. And maybe you could say, hey, man, that's selfish. That's selfish, so you're not really doing it for us. You're doing it for yourself. Whatever. We live in a three-dimensional dualistic reality. I can hold two intentions and purposes at the same time and still be in honor and in line. And I ain't worried about what you think about me, what you say about me, what you feel about me. Not worried about it, fam. I'm cool with myself, and I don't give a flying about what nobody says about me, especially if it's negative, because that stuff is funny. The positive I appreciate. I really do, and it humbles me. But it's not going to move me to do something different that I'm already doing. I'm already on the path. I'm walking the path. And the survivor guilt is strong. The survivor's guilt is strong. Survivor's guilt. Those who have been in the service, you know what I'm saying? But look, check this out. In this world, on this path, in this life, we lose people. People don't make it. Whether it's physically or emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, people don't make it. And there's times where you take the steps, you move out, move around, and you turn around to celebrate or even pass a cookie back to someone, and they're not there, man. And your mind starts to race. What happened? How bad was it? Did they suffer? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I can't change the world. I don't have enough force. I don't command enough force. But what I can do is push enough force and enough focus with consistency and dedication so that I can make a difference. So that you can save yourself. So that you can save your family. Because this is it right here, I'm convinced. Right here, this is it. This will determine our future generations. This future, these algorithms, these AI, these drones, all this stuff is coming. Us right here, we are it. Right after us, it's all underwater. So we need to build a dock or a deck or something. Get out the water and start building back on land because it's getting deep out here, if you understand what I'm saying. And I say this with true conviction and 100% love. 100%. 100% love. You know, I've been working very hard to learn how to love instead of hate. Because, you know, that's what it is. And I know for a fact that it is my duty, 100%. It is my duty if my brother's in adversity, I assist him. If my sister is in trouble, I forsake her not. That is the covenant. You know what I'm saying? Those of y'all who have ears, you hear what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't out here pontificate, you know what I'm saying, tap dancing out here trying to be cool and cute and stuff. But I know the dance, man. And I see the dance and I see it coming. And I'm just trying to, I'm trying to do my dance so that you can do yours. You know what I mean? So that's the show right there. That's the plan to enslave you for your life, man. It's right here. There's a plan to enslave you for life. And it's coming, and it's being instituted and put in place by very, very powerful agencies and individuals and wealthy families. And there's nothing that you can do about it. The only thing that you can do is preserve yourself, preserve your wealth, your private estate, and your trade or business so that you don't end up in that economic position. Because once, from what I'm seeing, there's going to be no real way out of it. It's going to be rare, like having, the new millionaires that are made. That's not going to be really happening. That rags to riches story, you're not going to really see those. And those stories are going to be engineered. They're going to be a story that, some singer or something. Have y'all ever watched, what's that show with the superheroes on Amazon? Homelander or something like that? And how they portray those superheroes are so benevolent and stuff when they're really just weird. They're really weird and sadistic. That's what I see coming, man. And I could wax poetic about this stuff all night, all day, all morning, because I'm passionate about this. I'm passionate about assisting y'all. I'm passionate about helping y'all pull these chains up off you that you don't even know are there. But it's like an old relationship, a bad relationship that you've been in for a long time, right? You're real used to it, and you don't want it to end, and it ends. But then after a month or so, you realize, like, man, that was really terrible. I'm glad I'm not in that anymore. Like, I didn't realize how messed up I was feeling and how I was in that relationship until now that I'm not in it for a while. And that's what I feel. You in a relationship that's really messed up and toxic, and you just don't really know it because you're just so used to it. But once you get out of it, you'll realize how tore up it was and how tore up you were. But you'll only be able to realize it once you get to chill, calm down, look at yourself and look at what's going on, look at what's happening, and be appreciative of what you're dealing with versus what you were dealing with. So that's it, man. That's the show, y'all. I love y'all, like straight up. I really hope that you were able to pick up what I was putting down, today on the foundation. This stuff is really important. It can be potentially detrimental. It is going to be detrimental to a lot of people. And I'm just working that it's not you. It has nothing to do with y'all. That's my point. Y'all my people. We vibe on a very similar frequency. We really do. Because if you rock with me, I rock with you, and I know I'm rocking a certain vibration. And if you feel in my vibration, then there's a reason for that. And I respect you and I appreciate you 100. So I trust that you're able to pick this up. What I'm putting down, this is serious. This is serious. I don't know. Hey. But this is all love, and this isn't oh my God, it's scary, go run and hide. No, do something. Do something. Like your parents and stuff. You be chilling and stuff, and then one day, maybe your mom's like, we got company coming over, and then you and her, and she make all y'all clean the whole crib and stuff. Do something. Don't panic. Oh my God, somebody's coming over. They're gonna see. Nah, man, get ready. Get it prepped. Clean up. Fold that stuff up. Put that over there. Put the shoes under. Clean up. Get ready. And I'm here to help. So admin at welcometothefoundation.com. You want to book a consultation. If you're interested in trustee training, I really highly suggest that you sign up for the email list right now. We got an offer going on. It's only for email list subscribers. We are also giving away an ounce of silver, hands down, minimum. I'm giving away an ounce of silver. It's going to be randomly selected. I'm not going to select the person personally, but you're going to be randomly selected. In order to enter into the giveaway, you must email secretary at welcometothefoundation.com. You must have signed up for the email list at welcometothefoundation.com and request access to the Discord server, and you will be entered. Once she has your email list, so she can check, make sure you're in the email list, and she sees you log into the Discord server, you will be entered into the contest. And straight up, I'm giving away silver, and I'm really probably going to give away several. We're going to do this several times, and I'm really trying to get the word out. So if y'all help me get the word out, you're gonna get some silver. So email secretary@welcometothefoundation.com if you're interested in the silver giveaway. You know, the foundation silver giveaway. Let's do it. How many people you know just giving you silver, fam? Huh? Let's be honest. Let's be honest, man. Let's keep it real. How many people just giving away stuff? Just giving away silver? All you have to just sign up to the email list and join the Discord server, fool. And email secretary@welcometothefoundation.com. It ain't hard. Come on, man. You scroll through Instagram for half hour and don't get nothing out of it. Quit playing. Let's get real. And, you know, hey, anything else, you know, you need a consultation. Like I said, trustee training. You can go to welcometothefoundation.com, Foundation Trust Series, Foundation Trust Primer, Passport No Social, free PDFs, book a consultation. What else you want from me? We working on it. Working on the BitChute. You know, we saw Yusuf get ban-hammered from YouTube, and all that work that he put into those videos, all those views he had, man, they just tore my man's stuff up. All the work, man. I remember he was working on that stuff years. I remember when I went to see him a couple years ago, he was just like building up that YouTube page, man. Man, I hate to see stuff like that. I hate to see stuff like that, but I know he got a BitChute. I know he on Instagram. Man, my man's good. He gonna be good. But the public is locking down. They finna enslave you. And it's not funny. I hate to laugh, but it's that simple. So admin@welcometothefoundation.com. You know, silver giveaway. Sign up for the email list. Do your dance. Do your dance. Any way I can help or serve you, let me know. But remember, a workman is worthy of their hire. I put in work, y'all. I put in work. And, you know, the consultation is still $55 an hour. It hasn't changed. It's still $55. It was $55 when I started doing consultations with Sharif on the vault. What was that, in 2016, I think? Man, it's been a while. 2016, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Man, we're coming almost 6 years, man. Wow. Still $55, man, for the consultation. Hour long. We usually go over the hour, man. I don't really be tripping. I respect people investing in their private education. It means a lot, man. You know, I've seen people, you know, go to school. Man, I ain't gonna learn nothing else. I already went to school. Yeah, it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. But yeah, admin at welcometothefoundation.com. Welcometothefoundation.com. We're doing the silver giveaway. Her name is her email is secretary@welcometothefoundation.com. She'll get you straight up. She'll take care of you. She's good people's. And, you know, I'll take a couple phone calls, I guess, maybe. Kind of in the mood. Usually haven't been taking phone calls. I really want to see y'all in that Discord server, though. You know, I got some business credit in there. There's info in there. You do your dance. Blah, blah. But let me jump in the phone lines. I got some. Hey, man, been waiting for 40 minutes, huh? Let me holler at you. Area code 915-0068. 915-0068. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace, brother Sot. It's Demetrius. How you doing? It's been a long time no speak.
Yeah, man. I'm doing well. How are you? Good to hear from you.
I'm doing good. Doing good, man. You know, all the information you give, have it busy, man, when you put it to work. I honestly ain't have time to call, man. I've been tired. Working long hours.
You gonna blame it on me. You gonna blame it on me, say all the information you gave.
Yeah, I'm blaming you for that. I'm blaming you for giving me all this information, and now I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I'll work hard.
I'll take it, man. That's good, though. That's good,
that part. Yeah. Oh, man. Awesome, man. It's Foundation is part of the family. You already know. It's just what it is. But man, you really speaking some different vibe tonight, man. I wanted to just ask you, like, who were the peeps that was lost on the way? They talking about me? They talking about us? Who are they talking about?
They talking about us. They talking about us. Yeah. They talking about us. So they was talking about two different, you know, there's one who lived in the old homes Victorian style, and then there was one group who had like a barter system, and that's us.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna be dependent on the system. Yeah. We're gonna be self-sufficient, but we can go in those cities whenever we want because we're gonna be cool. But we ain't gonna live in them joints. We're not. Nah, I ain't gonna be living in them joints.
Nah. Yeah, it just sounds. Oh my gosh, that was just when you said that, I was like, oh my goodness, what in the world? I gotta listen to this show again. I gotta listen to it again just to make sure.
Yeah, it's some heavy stuff, man. But I did my best to just lay it out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, listen to it again, and get access to the Discord server, man. Email the secretary at welcometothefoundation.com.
Yeah, I'll make sure I do that.
Yep, and then I got posts in there, I got the links in there and stuff like that. You can just go through it. It doesn't delete; it stays in there, so you always have access to everything that's on that server.
That's what I'm talking about. I like what you're doing with the place. We over here expanding. I like that. I like that. Love it, man. At the end of the day, I'm glad because I know I could let the foundation borrow my Audi. While I was living in that condo, if it come down to that.
Right.
So, ain't tripping. We could work something out in contract.
Yeah, we going to be fine. I'm just talking about, the people who, haven't got into trustee training yet, who haven't, set up their own family business yet, who haven't, gotten in that position where they're, not super dependent on their personal credit. They got business credit. They may have other credit profiles and stuff like that, and just have more resources at hand. That's those are the people.
Man, this is exactly what it is. It's like a base I can call back to just for an update if I need it. And you just reminded me. I haven't even got done with everything yet. I'm still just, man, it's crazy. You just reminded me. Man, I got work to do. It's crazy.
We all got work to do.
I forgot what I forgot.
We definitely all got work to do. What's new, man? It's been a while. Yeah, what's new? What's going on? You say you working? You got the business up?
Well, I got a couple different ventures going on, and I'm trying to. The foundation is just a straight up inspiration. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to. I'm starting our own. I'm gonna say our because it's not just me, but our own blog talk radio, and I'm also doing production with videos and music. So. It came out to be a wonderful experience to start something from the ground up. But on that same venture, it's been paying off. It's not like it, start off and making billions, but to understand the business structure of everything and actually analyze and understand how it works, you can see a profit. You can understand how you live quarterly and how you can project different things and meetings. It just all makes sense. I wish I was living like this coming out of high school. It's been way better now. But hey, things take time and everything gets better with time. I'm loving it. You don't get no better.
And better late than never. I'd rather have it late than not at all, And I think everything happens in its own time,
It does. I'm building my catalogs and things up. I got a special treat by the end of the year to present to the foundation and trustee training. I'm pretty sure, I know for a fact everybody would love it, but I just want to make sure it's presentable. So I'm still working on that. But we got a lot of things going on, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Really.
Man, that's what's up, fam. That's what's up. I love to hear you.
I appreciate you.
I love to hear you. Yes, I'm busy. I'm tired making money. That's what I love to hear.
Man, that's literally what it is, and it's crazy because this is my first time actually making dollars that's not from somebody's application I filled out. I filled out a loan application last year, but I'm still working it. So it's just crazy, and I'm thankful.
That's all that's required. Just be thankful, man. Just stay in that gratitude.
Man, 10 things I'm thankful for.
Position. Yes.
That's right, man. I say that faithfully.
Yes, sir.
Say that faithfully, man. But I ain't gonna tie the line up. So, hey, you keep speaking the truth, man. And just know you got friends out here. No matter how long they get out here on this truthful road, we got your back, regardless.
Appreciate you, man. Got your back too, man. We doing this together. I appreciate you calling in and checking in, man. I'm glad you're doing your dance. Let me know if you need any help or anything. But I'm here for you, fam.
But, yes, sir. I gotta give you a call back. I'll be doing that. in the
always
private,
good.
Though.
Always good to hear from a successful trustee from the training, man. Always good.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, thanks for calling in. I'll talk to you soon, man. Give me a call.
All right, then. Peace to you. Yes, sir.
Peace. Peace to the gods. And you know what? Nope, I'm not doing no more calls. I ain't doing no more calls, man. We got like 9 minutes left in the stream. This is going to be like this is one of the longest shows I've done. I don't know why. Maybe because I was flowing on this slavery stuff. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just wrap it up, and I'm gonna say, if you need to check out this episode again, check it out. What I'm saying right here is real. If you start looking and paying attention, you're gonna see what I'm seeing, and as soon I just want you to see it because I trust that when you see it, you're gonna make the correct decision. If you don't see it, you won't make any decision, and that's detrimental. It's not about fear. It's not about being scared. It's about doing your dance. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I appreciate y'all checking out the show. Make sure you get down for the silver giveaway. We're giving away money, player. You got to hit up secretary at welcometothefoundation.com. If you're interested in trustee training, admin at welcometothefoundation.com. Let me know. Let's top it up. Welcometothefoundation.com. You can find all the Instagram, Twitter, Facebook pages, social media. That stuff is we're about to start pushing that. I've been slacking. And I'm gonna stop slacking. So we got the servers, we got the giveaway, we got the trainings, we got the consultations, we got the trust series DVDs, we got the passport, no social. We got what you need over here. Including business, helping you with your business credit, with your personal credit even. Family is family. So if you're interested in, getting into training, I suggest that you sign up for the email list. I really do. And then, I suggest that you email me, admin at welcometothefoundation.com, and let's chop it up. Let's definitely chop it up. I know we got this. We just gotta do it. It's one of them things. If you don't play, you can't win. And that's where I'm at. So, it's better to be prepared. And, incorrect information incorrectly applied can get you hurt. Correct information incorrectly applied can get you hurt. So we correctly apply correct information here at the foundation. And that's what it's all about. And we take care of each other. We honor each other. It's all about, honor and nobility and peace and love and truth and justice. So, with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great week. Enjoy yourself. I'll be here next week. Tuesdays, we on Clubhouse, the Clubhouse app. Unfortunately, right now it's only for iPhones. But if you want a link, you want to get an invite, I know people are selling their invites to Clubhouse. Damn all that. Email secretary at welcometothefoundation.com. We'll get you an invite. We'll figure it out. No charge. And then we would just hope to see you on Tuesdays for Let's Talk Tuesdays, because I'm chopping it up like I'm not chopping it on the shows on there. It just is. It is what it is. So we got the Clubhouse, we got the Discord, we got the silver giveaway, we got what you need. Admin at welcometothefoundation.com, secretary at welcometothefoundation.com, www.welcometothefoundation.com. Appreciate y'all. We do this for y'all. I want y'all to have a great week. I want you to enjoy yourself. Take care of yourself. Make sure every night you say 10 things that you're thankful for before you go to sleep. And for good measure, when you wake up, say 10 things again, because you're going to wake up with those 10 things on your mind. And it's a great way to start the day being thankful. It's powerful when you start the day doing that dance. And, it's very important. Y'all take care of yourself. Enjoy yourself. I love you. And I'll catch you next week here on the hottest radio network on the planet, High Frequency Radio. Y'all enjoy yourself. Take care of yourself. Peace to the gods.
Doing this thing all the way live. High Frequency Radio.